never heard that, but that's the origin of cap. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look.
There's a principle that
Right.
we have to follow.
Yeah.
We have to have.
Be true to yourself. You don't have
And when I came back, the place was a mess. So I knew I was missed.
Deep in here now.
it's incredible.
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's good.
And applying the recovery, I thought. Saying what's up?
Yeah, I'm not. So, good. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here at the McShin Foundation's Getting Heard podcast. We were live a few minutes ago, and we had some technical difficulties. So we do want to shout out our sponsors real quick because we know that there was no sound. So we want to shout the sponsors.
And y'all will never know what was talked about either, bro. And it was like some ancient Chinese secret stuff.
It was actually very good. Y'all don't know what we talked about, but you're gonna get a little taste of it because it is going to be story time with Travis. And the name of this story is "I Seen a Dead Body."
I did.
All right. So first shout out Rooted Hair Studios. Rooted Hair Studios is located in Colonial Heights, Virginia, and they do all kinds of different hairstyles, haircuts, anything. They are experts at it. I took my daughter there. In fact, I'm taking her there again. She took a picture of what she wants. I need to send it out. So they're great. 804-919-3851. Rooted Hair Studio. If you mention McShin, code McShin, you will get a 10% discount, and we will be setting up. So if you're listening, we're coming. Me and Kaden, she wants to get some highlights, and she's got a little cut she wants to get for her birthday. So I'm gonna get that for her. And then up next, our next sponsor is the Farley Center. We want to give a big shout out to the Farley Center. They are a treatment center located in Williamsburg, Virginia. They accept commercial insurances. They have detox. Give them a call. Kelly Eason, 804-638-7329. Thank you for your sponsorship. And then we have our last sponsor is the Seed Institute. They are a local training center. Call Michael Edwards, 804-939-0541. Seed Institute. They help people start up businesses, and they do trainings. Give them a call. Thank you for our sponsors. Big shout out to those that chose to sponsor the podcast. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. I know that doesn't seem a lot, but it's a lot to us. Give us a like, comment, share, and please subscribe to the podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Get your family, get your friends to subscribe. Help us get this good content out there. Right now, we're out there. We're in over 700 jails and prisons, but they can't subscribe. So we need everybody out here in the public and the community subscribe, like, subscribe, share, subscribe to our podcast. With that, we're going to jump right into our show. We got story time with Travis. The name of this story is "I Seen a Dead Body." And what we would like if you think he's telling the truth, because if you know Travis, there's a lot of, as the kids say today, capping. And
so honest.
as the Gen X say, he's wailing. So we're gonna find out if you think he's wailing, if you think he's capping. Drop that in the comments. If you think he's telling the truth, say, man, that's Honest Abe right there. He's telling the truth, and that's a legit story. So let's see what we got here, Trav.
Yeah, now you can think about this as coincidence, and I always think like nothing is a coincidence. So like I'll just lay the groundwork for you, and I'll get right into it. Okay, I was at home alone the other night, and there was nobody else in the house, and I come home and I'm like, all right, it's cool, whatever. Like I make me a little fish sandwich and I get
fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was
cod?
it was like a Stouffer's fish. Like I put it in the microwave.
It was fried.
So you don't even know if that was fish.
Yeah. I wasn't in there with the oil,
could've
like
been
flipping the fish or whatever. But hey, you throw some hot sauce on it, it's good to go.
Like a
Whatever.
hot pocket with
Yeah, I ain't got time for all the the thrills and frills. Although I would love to do that, but like I'm nowhere near capable of doing that. I'd mess the fish up. Whatever. You put some
You made a
hot
fish
sauce on it.
sandwich. Do you have any sides with it?
Yeah, well, the thing came with a side. It came with macaroni and cheese or whatever.
Oh, it was actual Stouffer.
Yeah, it was an
meal
actual
meal.
Stouffer's. I
Oh,
popped it
damn.
in there. So by cook, I mean,
Times is hard.
popped it in the microwave. I
We're
did have
asking-
to cook though because it was 3 minutes. I had to pull it out. I had to stir the macaroni up. I had to put it back in. It was a process. It was a process.
We
There were
gotta-
steps involved with this thing, so that suggests cooking to me.
And you can mess it up.
you heat it up. I bought those for my mom, who's in a nursing home.
Oh, you look out for mom.
Um,
Mom gets that good fish.
It's good to know
So-
you're saving money though.
Yeah.
You know.
Is that what he's doing? Olaf saving money.
Yeah, he used to eat
We-
out every meal.
We
Yeah.
have everybody, viewers, listen. We have to ask these questions because we're trying to figure out whether he's telling the truth or not. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
asking-
Hit me with
We're hitting
everything.
these
I can give you a
questions because this will
play-by-play.
help us know if he's telling the truth. All right, so you're cooking a Stouffer's meal. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm cooking the Stouffer's meal. All right. I cooked the Stouffer's meal, and at the same time, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna go turn on some TV while I'm here. It's kind of silent in the house. Like it's very silent. It's like deafening silent, if you know what I mean. Like Jesse, you always explain like you kind of like the chaos around you. It's comforting. And like, I wouldn't, go so far as to say I like to talk all the time or I'm a people person, but I don't mind people around. And then like you think like, oh my God, I'm aggravated with all the people. But then you get alone and you're like, wow, the earth is silent. You know what I mean? And so like it's very silent.
Were
in
you
there.
scared when it was?
No,
the
I wasn't
silence?
scared. I didn't have no like weird feeling at the
Okay.
time. That's the whole point. I wasn't spooked. I'm just going through my daily life and whatever goes along with that. And the first thing I do when I walk in the house, I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna throw a damn thing in the oven or the
You
microwave.
do that every day. when you
Microwave
get
oven.
home?
No, I don't. I don't have no set routine with my life like that. And so I go in and I throw that in. And then while that's, because I'm I'm a multitasker. So I'm like, I'm going to throw the TV on. So I walk back to the back room where like my bedroom is set up or whatever. And I turn on YouTube and I turn on like a spiritual service that I'm watching. It was pretty interesting. And like,
Shouts out to the prophet.
yeah. to the
Who
prophet.
were you watching?
I was
Well,
this time it was like a cross between Geno Jennings and Prophet Lovey, but I went with like a Lovey. It was kind of like a podcast thing he was doing. It was pretty interesting, and
I love it. Love it.
yeah, I know. Now I'm thinking about that. I wonder
you
if
like
it was
him
part.
too? You watch his podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a very interesting statement
Travis put me on them.
that was made
never
during that
watched them before.
podcast. Now that I'm looking back on, okay, I digress. So anyway, so
Well,
the
this
three.
will help me know whether I believe the story or not. So what was made during the?
It was
Do you
a,
remember?
yeah, it was a very spiritual teaching, but you know what it was saying? It was also like saying that you don't have to be scared of spirits. That's weird. It was saying, yeah, they went into like Corinthians
Did
where
it
we
really?
have the power to trample over scorpions and snakes, and in like the spiritual terms, the scorpion and snakes are like lower spirits, the ones that inject venom into you, and like how we have the power not to even be worried about them, through Christ or whatever. That's what I was watching. Like
Okay. All right.
like okay, so like anyway, so that was on and was like interesting to me. So like I hear the microwave go off and I go back to get my food. I stir it, and the second portion of that is going on the cooking. The second portion of the cooking is going on. So like I'm never,
Second portion of the cooking.
You
yeah.
got to stir it so it doesn't go.
Yeah. And like I'm thinking
take
about the
the
food too,
plastic
because
off
I
of
went
it.
to the gym twice that day. You remember I went to the
Shouts
gym
out to
twice that day.
Demetrius.
Shout out.
What'd
to
you
that
do?
shit. The first time I went, I did like the full circuit. I did legs, arms, and chest, and then I ran a mile on the treadmill.
In the
This
You
shell-
ran to
Sheltos?
7-Eleven.
yeah. And the second,
He doesn't know it's there.
the second portion of the gym was basically like a wellness check for myself. I walked, quickly walked, and then the treadmill
What?
was on 4.40.
Incline.
3.7 to 4.0, no incline. I just went straight with it. And then after that, I went and I went in tanning bed number 1. And then after that, I had a massage on the hydro. I sort of kicked it with the.
Living the high life.
Yeah, I feel
really
like it
is.
sometimes.
It
I know,
really is.
I'm
Do
a
you-
clip. I got
look,
the VIP status at the
look,
gym.
look,
Click it.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
bring an AM
Do
one
you-
and everything.
Do you have a free membership?
No, not a free. I got a paid. I pay $26.99. It comes up to $31 out of my bank once a month, and I can bring a
You
person.
paid for the membership?
Yeah, I got full access to the tanning
Did you ever have a
beds.
free membership?
Originally when I first got here, yes, McShin did provide us with like a year of free membership to the. It's a different location.
I just want to correlate that with the talk
Yeah,
that us three
yeah,
had down in my office.
yeah.
Well, he's eating microwave meals for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, I will sacrifice in some areas to live large in other areas. Now, like this point,
$26 is pretty good for all.
yeah,
that.
and at this portion in my life, there's a couple comforts that I like that I'm willing to sacrifice for, and one of them
Car
is
washes.
the gym, and one of them is the car wash. And I want the advanced membership at the car wash. I want to be able to drive out of it and go back in it as many times as I want. I want it on ultimate because I like my tires to shine. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So I'm there with it. All
I
right,
have
so
one as
This
myself.
is just reminds me of the conversation we had before we came up here in my office about what you could have bought and not bought. That's
yeah.
good, though.
Well,
All right, let's go to the story. So fish is cooking.
fish is cooking. All right, it's the 3 minutes of dings. No freaked out feelings, nothing like that. Everything's going good. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not spooked in any regard. No weird feelings. So I go, I get that out. I finish the spiritual programming up, and this runs about an hour or so. So now it's getting around about 10ish. It's about 10 o'clock at
At
night.
night? Okay.
Yeah, at night.
How was your
What's
mac
the
and
weather
cheese?
like out there?
Yeah, dude.
Is it quiet?
yeah, it's totally silent out
Okay,
there.
okay.
So when the spiritual service goes off, the silence is deafening, but you can hear like airplanes going on sporadically and so on and so forth. And so like I am starting to get stuff ready for the next day. And I get a weird feeling, dude. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, hold on, man. Am I getting spooked for some reason? I mean, it's a little
Describe
later,
the
but
feeling.
like a feeling of like somebody was in the house with me.
Froggy.
No, like somebody was in the house. I don't know what
Feeling-
froggy means, but I wasn't ready to
The
jump
feeling
yet.
like
no,
somebody
no,
was
no,
in the
no.
house.
Yeah. I was in no way ready to jump. I was definitely not froggy.
But you thought
Now-
somebody was in the house with you.
Well, it
That's-
seemed like
that's
there
a
was
little
somebody in
scary.
the house, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, do I turn on more lights? I mean, what do I do? So I do a walkthrough, I do a little quick walkthrough, bing, bam, boom, nothing. All right.
Did
and
you
I-
grab anything with you? Did you like?
No. I just walked through the house, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. If somebody comes in here, like, I'm ready to go. Like, I wasn't worried. It wasn't that kind of feeling. It was just more like something's in here with
So
you.
you're saying that something in your gut told you that something was wrong.
No, it was more like a physiological response of anxiousness. I was like,
Right. Well, because like the gut is.
yeah,
what
I don't know if I can associate it with the gut, but yeah, I
Well,
just had maybe gut. or
because
like-
there's more signals sent from the gut to the brain
Yeah,
than
yeah.
from the brain to the gut.
all right, well, when you
Yeah,
explain the
And-
gut that
and-
way,
and
yeah.
what the gut is designed to do from an evolutionary standpoint, it's supposed to be able to read the environment.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like-
so
it's like
definitely,
if-
I sensed a glitch in the matrix. I
Right.
definitely felt like
Yeah.
something was off. So I was like, whatever. Maybe I'm just whatever. I'll do a check just for my own comfort. I do a check. I open the door. I walk out on the porch. When I walk out of the house, I don't have the feeling anymore. The woods are right there. I'm like, oh, it's very peaceful out here. The wind was blowing slightly. I sat out there for a couple minutes. I said, that's strange because it wasn't like the feeling like somebody was outside peeking in or there was some intruders. It just felt like presence in the house. So I was like, all right.
Kevin Bacon, Hollow Man.
It's something like that. So, like, yeah, I walk back in. I'm like, all right, Trav, you're tripping. All right. Are you being a little girl? I mean, you're in the house by yourself. I mean, sorry, women, but you know what I mean, like metaphorically speaking. And so, like, I go back in the room and I'm sitting on the bed and I was like, I can't shake this feeling. Well, first of all, like, I open the bedroom door, I open it all the way up and it just closes by itself. Okay, whatever.
Wait,
all right.
okay.
Is that a
Okay.
usual
Yeah.
thing?
I'm like, whatever. Maybe the door frame is messed up. It could be, it could not be. There could be a draft. Anything could happen, but it happens like a couple times. And whenever the door closes back, it doesn't slam. It just lightly closes. So I'm like, whatever, could be the door frame. But whenever it would just close, it would close and it would still be cracked to the outside. And I had this overwhelming feeling that something was looking at me through the door. Now, granted, I was
Kevin
like, whatever,
Bacon.
now I could start getting spooked and maybe like I'm psyching myself up more than that, but I don't know because I'm usually not prone to these kinds of spooked feelings. So I was like, even in my head, I almost started imagining like some eyeballs peeking through at me. So I was like, what the hell? I fling the door back open and now this prompts another walkthrough. So now I'm walking through the house again, man. I'm like, what the hell? So I go out the back door again just to see, like, am I really tripping? I go out the back door, boom, I don't have the feeling anymore.
Wow.
Now I'm like standing on the back porch for like an extended period of time. And there is a house that's not that far away. It's in distance, but they have some dogs and the dogs start barking. So now I got like multi things coming at me. I'm like, dude, I don't want the dogs to bark. I don't want them to come out. Cause now I'm like hitting my vape like 1,000 miles an hour because like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm trying to process this stuff. So I was like, all right, it is getting kind of weird because it is getting later, 10:30 now, getting into the 11ish area because things start progressing quickly after this. And so I said, all right, I'm going to try to like be a good neighbor and not have the dogs barking. I'm going back in. So I go back in. I was like, all right, Trav, you are totally tripping now. And I sit on my bed and I was like, I'm going to turn something else on. So on my TV, like YouTube's already pulled up and there's already like the decision on the videos you want to make. Like the variety's already up there, broke down in sections, lines like this. So I go with my remote control. My remote control has never messed up before. I just want to make that clear beforehand. It has never messed up before. And I start going for the remote control and it won't work. And I was like, what?
What do you mean it won't work? Like,
It won't move. It's not catching a signal from the remote to the
okay,
TV.
So like something's
Okay.
blocking it.
Yeah, whatever. So like I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I look up and now at first I think this is a residual action or a delayed reaction to the remote to the TV because the little light part that picks a video or whatever, when it's on your particular video, it'll light up to a degree around the edges. That thing starts moving up the videos, down the videos to the left, to the right, in a circle,
Oh, wow.
back up again, and then it stops on a video. And the label of the video said, prepare for what's about to happen.
No
I said,
way.
oh, dude,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
dude,
No
okay.
Ouija 2.
Yeah, now I'm in total freak out mode. So I look at now like I'm starting to get like a physiological, like anxious response. And I'm like, oh, hell no.
Kevin
Hell no.
Bacon's in the house.
Hell no. So like I take the remote control and I put it down. I'm like, all right, like I'm just tripping. And then the thing starts going by itself again. It goes up, it goes down, it goes in a circle, it comes back around, and it lands right back on that video.
No way.
Be prepared for what's about to happen.
What?
Now, normally 2 times, you ain't got to tell me twice. Trap's gone.
Yeah, it's time to go.
But no, I hang in there and I touch the remote control, and the same scenario that I just kicked happens again. Up, down, left, right, circles, and then stop. So now I'm in all out. Okay, you don't got to tell me twice. I'm going to be prepared for what's going to happen. So I slide my shoes on. I'm in my gym shorts and a t-shirt, and I get in the car. I'm gone. I said, but I get in the car. I slow down.
What speed was this that you were leaving?
I ran out the door. I put my shoes on and I walked out briskly.
Okay.
So I get in the car and I'm like, oh, like what's going on? What is happening? And like, am I spooked? I'm still trying to go through all the scenarios in my head. And at the same time, I feel like I saw like a shadow move. But then I said, okay, I got tenant windows. I'm in the woods. Maybe I'm tripping. And I did have my phone right there. So I'm still trying to process logically. I'm not all out gone yet. So I was sitting there and I was like, nah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a drive. Now I wasn't hungry and I wasn't thirsty, but by God, I was going to the store. So,
Right.
so like I pull out and I'm driving and I just got this feeling like, man, this is just the craziest. This is crazy, you know? So I get about to the airport and I said, no. I get about a couple miles. I'll put it that way because you don't know geographically where I'm at. So like I get a couple miles down the road and I was like, nah, I know what I'm fitting to do. I'm out of it. I'm out of here. I'm done with it. I'm gone. I'm going back to get my work shirt. I'm calling it a day. So I do a U-turn and I go back. And when I get in there and get out, it is an anxious feeling. Like I feel like I'm on a time limit, bro. Like I'm in and out of this house so daggone quick. And I grab like a bag and I'm gone. Now, unbeknownst to me, when I pull out and I'm going, like I'm leaving, unbeknownst to me, at the same time and space, my roommate's coming down the interstate. So now it's getting around 11:30, 12.
Yeah.
Like too late for these shenanigans. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he gets home and this is where it gets really crazy. So like he calls me, he gets a weird feeling. And he goes in the house and he's like, I got to wait for him. Now
And he didn't know you were having.
no. We don't even talk like that. You know what I mean? So like he looks out the door and he sees some lights and he's like, what? There was no noise. No noise. That's the key here. There was no noise. Now I've pulled out and seen nothing, and he's pulled in and seen nothing.
Right.
And he's not even in the house for like up to like 15 minutes or so. It's like a quick, come in, drop your bags, and maybe he's throwing a Stuffers in the oven. I don't know what he eats, but he's doing something like that. Maybe he DoorDashed. I don't know. But he's, you come in and you're getting yourself together. So he looks out the window. He says, dude, I looked out the window and I seen some lights. I was like, oh, here we go. But I don't even know. I'm just listening. And I don't tell him nothing that's happened. And I don't even tell him nothing that happened previously, everything I've just explained until actually today. I dropped that on him today. I dropped that A-bomb on him today.
Okay.
So he goes, I looked out the window and I seen some lights and I was like, what's going on? He goes, I walked out in the front yard and my blood turned cold. And I was like, ooh. He's like, totally cold. He was like, dude, it's a car flipped over and the person's dead in there, bro.
No.
Yeah, the person is literally dead in front of the house. And like somehow a tow truck has appeared and a cop's appeared and we're all in minutes of this time. No noise. No noise. There's no curb there or there's no curbs. How does the car just flip over? I'm starting to like picture a Matrix scenario where the car's just cruising along. But now, then yesterday, I start thinking about this deeper. I'm catching a communication. Be prepared what's going to happen. Is it talking about this scenario or did I catch that guy in the cars? Was he supposed to get that? Be prepared for what's about to happen. It was geographically in the area that had happened. Was there like a communication? Wait, I mean, the communication should have really been down the road somewhere for him.
Yeah.
But for me, what did it mean? What am I preparing for? So, anyways, it's totally like freaked me out now. Like, I feel like, am I being like a little, like, am I being a big crybaby about this? Like, is there, but because of the atmosphere of poltergeist activity that happened beforehand with my TV, am I connecting dots here that shouldn't be connected? Because there was the feeling. The door opening and closing could have been the wind. It could have been this. It could have been that. It could have been a daggone spirit. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows. No matter what.
So you never seen the dead body.
Yeah. Gone back, dead body car.
You seen it?
Yes.
So when he called you, you came back.
Was it a man or a woman?
Huh?
The
A man. It was a man in the
How did
back.
y'all get up to the car? The police not called yet?
No. We didn't go all the way up.
So you didn't.
It was very visible. Yeah, it was very visible from that little corner road right
Did you
there.
go to the police and ask what happened?
No.
So y'all just assumed the person was
He
dead.
said no.
No, he was dead, dude. They wouldn't pull him out. There was no pulling out. They were just leaving the body there. And then from there on, I'm gone. I'm done with it. I'm going
How
right
you know
back
he
on
wasn't
down the
passed
street.
out?
Huh?
How you know he wasn't passed out?
Dude, he was freaking dead, bro.
Did you see blood?
No, I can't say that I saw blood, but he was dead, bro.
How do you know he was dead though?
Because
I
of
don't understand that
the
part.
look, I don't want to get too because I don't know who's watching this. We are on national TV.
Well, I'm saying, hold on. We're on the national
Dude, there's like families associated with this stuff, bro.
Did you see blood?
Listen, the
Did
body
somebody-
was
did some-
sit. Listen,
I
the
feel like you're
body.
yelling at me. Did somebody?
Sorry.
Did somebody next that was there say that he was dead? Did anybody? Or y'all?
Yeah,
just assume?
he was it. No, from
Somebody
look,
said he
look,
was
like
dead.
I don't want to get too graphic with it, but like he was dead, bro.
I still don't understand. You don't have to get graphic. Did somebody
Yeah.
say he was dead?
No, by the appearance of it, you can like he was dead, bro. He wasn't passed
I
out.
thought you couldn't
This
see him.
kid
Though. You
wasn't
were far
like-
away.
But
No,
you're
no,
saying-
no. It was literally right in front of the house.
And you're saying
It was
that-
literally right in
How
front of the
many
house.
feet from the car were you?
I'd probably say he like my roommate could pretty much see what was going on from about he was a good probably 10 to 15 feet. And like I didn't really need to get that close. And by his reaction,
The
I was
police-
probably like 20 feet away.
So from 20
And they weren't,
feet,
yeah. And the police were like,
So did a coroner come or did an ambulance come?
Like all that came. Yeah.
coroner
Yeah. The
came.
coroner
Okay.
came. Like they wouldn't wait. They drug him out of the car. Like the dude was dead. Bro.
So you seen the coroner come?
Yeah. All that
That-
came.
okay. I can see
Yeah,
that.
all that. Look, trust me. Well, no, don't trust me because it's up to you.
You know,
It's up to you to tell
when
me
it
if I'm
comes,
lying or
I can
not.
tell you this: when it comes to story time, I don't trust you. When it comes to other stuff, I do trust you.
Okay, let
Story
me.
time. There's always a slight chance that Travis could
Yeah,
be telling a
That,
little
yeah,
fib.
there could be some everything about the feeling. There could be some this and that. I don't know, like because you always remember a story the way you want to. But there is more to the story, bro. So like after this is how things go from bad to worse.
that wasn't the worst part.
no.
Oh boy.
No, this was the worst part because like afterwards, I'm totally freaked out. Like I'm not going back in there because now there's spirits in there, and I just had enough for the night. You know, I'm just over.
At this point, you believe that those were ghosts.
Yeah, at this point, and now I'm wondering like, is this guy's ghost going to be in there doing his thing or whatever like that? So I'm done.
Had you
with it.
believed in ghosts before?
No, I believe in the spirit world, but
Okay.
so like, yeah, I believe in spirits, but now like I don't know what's going on, bro. All I know is I'm basing it off the feeling. Like I don't know or I
Yeah.
don't know. I know there's some freaky occurrences, Twilight Zone type scenarios going on before all this happened, and then the action of the car flipping out of nowhere and the dead person kind of like solidified the feeling that led up to that. Now I'm saying I've never been comfortable in the house, so like there was a possibility that I could have been spooked. But then with the convergence of events all together, I got to take it in its totality.
But you'd never felt those feelings that then.
Yeah. I'm saying I felt uncomfortable like the other, like, yeah.
Personally,
Well, it's just
not
uneasy in
spiritual.
there. Yeah, it was like uneasy, but I was probably feeding it into more like a new environment type thing.
Right.
But with this all going on, like I had to take a different look at it, you know? And then so anyway, so like if your night can't get any worse than this, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying this was a bad thing that happened, bro. But it's pretty crazy. So like,
The midnight, right?
yeah, I'm like texting my girlfriend, like, are you awake? Because like I can't sleep in this house, right? But there's no answer. No awake. So Trav's out here on his own, you know what I mean?
Running the streets.
No, I went straight there anyway. Like I pulled up in front of her house because I'm totally spooked, right? I was like,
Oh, that's some.
yeah,
Never
but
mind.
just I know, but just listen. Just listen. No. I go up these stairs, you gotta go up some stairs to get to her apartment or whatever, right? And I put the key, I put the key, but I didn't give no forewarning, and it is getting late into the night now. And I'm just saying this to let y'all know that my girlfriend is just like Xena, the Princess Warrior. You know what I mean? She didn't know it was me. I put that key in. Look, I don't have
She
to
had one
worry
of those
about her
round-
being home alone at night. I can tell you that right now.
You should buy one of those round things.
I
with
put that
circles.
key in and turned the door, and like something came up out of her bed, bro, and she let out a blood curdling scream. She
Oh,
thought it
wow.
was like an intruder coming in. And bro, she was up out of that bed in a warrior position, ready to cut who was ever coming through, bro. Like it was so embarrassing. Like the neighbors heard that
So
stuff.
She beat you up.
No.
Sword
She,
in her hand.
she recognized pretty quickly after, but that's how the night ended though. Nobody, you know, I wasn't harmed. Like somebody did lose their life, and and I got a weird feeling about staying out of that house now. Now the question I have for you is would you have a weird feeling about going back to the house?
Well, I guess the question is this true or is
No.
this false?
Yeah, that's the question to the audience. Do you
Mm.
think he's telling the truth or do you think he's telling a lie? If you listen to this, if you come across this, if you stroll on it, go ahead and make a comment in there. Is he telling the truth? Is he telling a lie? Now to answer your question, would I? Yeah, I would stay at the house. I've stayed at plenty of houses where people have passed away, whether it's overdosed or anything. So I that wouldn't spook me. Now if there's a part of me that doesn't want to be somewhere, then anything can happen to make me not want to be there, and I'll take it and run with it. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
if I'm not comfortable somewhere, then anything that happens is gonna make me not comfortable.
Now, Jesse, you've
had
had an experience with like spirit world, bro. So
Yeah.
like you definitely believe there's
yeah, 100%.
poltergeists and spirits. And
Yeah, I would still stay there. It wouldn't be a big deal.
did you stay
Oh.
at that one house after that one thing happened? Spirit over top of you?
Yeah,
I
what
did.
What are we talking about here? So
So his
So the
that
viewers
that
can
place is
know.
haunted too.
I mean,
That's-
I think
that's-
there's a spirit attached to that
There-
little.
well,
that
I think the
little
spirit. I think
landmass.
the spirit was attached to me at the time. So I was dating this ex girlfriend of mine, and she has a house in the woods. We were just talking about in Prince George,
Mhm.
and when I was using, I don't you ever y'all are all opiate users. You ever fall asleep and you get paralyzed? You know what
It happened to me
paralyzed
from
Yeah, that's
3 till like just up until the last year.
Yeah,
REM
remember that
intrusion
period,
disorder,
like-
but they call it the witch
thing?
on
Yeah,
your
you're
chest.
like trying to wake up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And
Can't
so
move.
that would happen to me a lot at this house. And then she would always say that I would like make that like
Groaning noise.
yeah
Trying to break out of it.
yeah
Did it for years.
or like the when you overdose and you make that death gargle.
Uh-huh.
Gurgle,
Yeah.
She said that I would make that too. So like apparently like it happened, and she woke up. I'm still like in my thing, and she's seen the grim, like this black figure, grim reaper figure standing over me.
Yeah.
I still stayed at the house.
You couldn't see it.
No, I was now in my dream.
You could see it.
Yeah, something was going on in my dream.
Really?
But
Well,
I didn't
you
know
actually
what-
can dream with your eyes open when
I
that's
didn't
going
see.
on.
Yeah, I didn't see what she's seen. I just know it was a bad. I know I had a bad dream, and she was like, there was something standing over you, like they wanted to take you, and she didn't want to tell me about it. And but that's how, like, when you're using and you're like that, how close you are to death, and I think
Mm.
that's what that was. So
Mm.
that spirit was with me,
You were discussing
But-
that earlier.
yeah.
Like,
but I stayed at the house again.
Can
So
I tell you
it's a-
something else? It might have been following you too, but I don't know because there's been a sighting of that again.
at her house?
Yeah, and there's been an ancient, not an ancient, but an
Ooh.
old
Who said they
Wait,
seen it?
kind of ruins or like a house with like all this witchcraft stuff associated with it,
I remember
like
that house
signs
out
and
there.
symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember who said they seen it out there again?
Star seen it, and like
Star
a few,
did.
a few other people. They're like, yeah, that's the bam. So like maybe whatever was tormenting you that you saw in your dreams, but there was also this might have been attracted
I was tormented
to
in that
your
house,
like
man.
to your like situation, your lower self.
Yeah, the part of bad that I was doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like whatever was tormenting your
Maybe
dreams,
that's
that
why
thing was
she's-
like, oh, that's my boys. Let me go see
yeah,
what's
let's
happening.
get-
And then he's
yeah.
dead on
Yeah.
top of you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she has so much we were talking about that she gets so much bad stuff thrown at her
It's like, yeah, it's a
Like
lot
so
going on
much-
for not
yeah.
for like a person that's trying to
that has like had her stuff together.
yeah,
for a
that's
long
really trying her
time.
best. Yeah, the ground there's gone sour. I hate to make like a like a
But-
pet cemetery. Maybe maybe this
But I'm
is
just
true.
saying to
There's
answer the question that you had, did I stay there again? Yes.
land. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Did you stay where you're at again?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna stay there. I'm just talking about.
I'm saying, have you stayed? You haven't stayed there?
Slept in the car out in the driveway, bro. Like I'm thinking about going
We're
in.
gonna have a long.
I'm thinking about going in. I'm thinking about going in. I'm thinking about going in.
time
Well, let
is-
me ask you, what y'all. I
You
mean,
slept on the
oh,
couch.
hold on,
last
hold on,
night.
hold on.
What time is curfew?
You think that you think
Does that count?
I know.
That's what he wants. That's why.
Whatever,
That's
whatever.
why.
I'll deal with one
Let me
problem
say,
at a
that's
time.
why he
bro.
wanted to move out there so he could do what he wanted.
Yeah.
Trust me on that one.
Now, listen. I don't
You
think
got
I'm,
it, you got
I
what he
don't
wanted.
think I'm crazy about wanting to tiptoe in and out of there. I mean, dude, have you ever seen Amityville Horror? I mean, these people left everything they own and got the hell up out of there. Now, I'm not saying what I went through was the same thing, but I don't want to leave there either. That's all I'm saying. And they left a whole house. That was their first home they bought also. And they left all their earthly possessions.
So
Nobody does it. I'm not saying I was that scared.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I was
So-
spooked. I'm not
so,
saying I wouldn't stay there. I'm saying there's going to be some discomfort associated
Yeah.
with it.
So before we
I can
started
get
the
over it.
story, before we started the story, you said you were going to tie it into recovery.
Mm.
Is there any type of recovery twist you want to put on this? Just your willingness to.
Yeah, no,
You
well,
will-
no,
is
there,
some willingness there?
No, there is willingness. Now, what I'm saying is all these things are not that bad, but like I can go through these things like clean and sober, but I can deal with what's thrown at me, like either the supernatural or like whatever happens in day-to-day life. Like,
That's good.
and
Now
you know
that
what
you're-
I do?
yeah.
Like I even the other day, like I had to tie gratefulness in there. Now we started out like talking about like the gym and like the car wash and tanning, and because although like at this point in my recovery, like I'm actively searching for somewhere to live in of my own apartment or house, and you know, I'm not gonna say there's been some frustration, but there's been like some learning curves, like having to do it step by step on my own.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, yeah.
so that being said, I could be like, you know, I got to do here, I got to do there, but like I was like grateful. Like I was like, yeah, I mean, these things are coming at me, and there isn't, but bro, like I'm living pretty good, bro. I have the gym, I have the car wash, I got a bunch of friends.
You
Like,
got a great girlfriend.
yeah, I
right?
got a great girlfriend. Like I can do things. Like I don't
And-
have to like cover up any fears or frustrations or like any kind of feeling at all for that matter with like a drug. I don't have to mask it with
You
that.
got
I can take it
options.
as it comes, no matter what that looks like.
It's good, man. What I hear is, you know, you're practicing that principle that you love, willingness. Like you're willing to you know, do what it takes for your recovery. You're willing to, you know, do things differently. You know, and it takes a lot of so when you venture off, like Olaf moved out, right? And you know, he ventured outside of here, which is good. And you're in the process of doing that. That takes courage, right? Because when we get comfortable somewhere, when we get to a place where it's like good and we're comfortable, you know, we got to step out of that comfort zone. It takes a lot of courage. So you're putting forth the courage. Now you just got to continue to do the work, man. That's what's in front of you. You're gonna, you know, I always say, and we get ready to close, right? You know, I always say, like, when those obstacles are hitting us, a lot of times, sometimes it's just God letting us know it's not His will right now. You know, you continue to do the work and put one foot in front of the other, then God's will line up with what you're doing. So when it's time to move out, it's time to move out. You know,
Yeah, and if I got to stay with the ghost, you know, got the car wash.
yeah, good. There's the one building right next to it. You can go out there. But anyways, man, that's good stuff. Well, if y'all think it's true, put
Amanda
a big,
thinks
you know,
it's true. Thank you,
yes,
Amanda.
she does.
You
Thank
know
you,
it's
Amanda.
true.
Amanda, you missed half the story. Don't lie.
Man, she's been here since the
If
beginning.
you think he's capping, give us a big cap. Hey, when you call, hey Dolph, he's gonna give you a call. We want to actually.
Dude,
Everybody heard that right there.
We have a live call.
I'll call you, Dolph.
Call him on the podcast.
it's absolutely true, Rodolfo.
Yes, I agree, Dolph. Cap, right?
Yeah.
So, look, everybody out there, man, thank you for tuning in to Story Time with Travis. He didn't really see a dead body. His roommate did. Or
Yeah,
he kind of seen it.
I didn't see it. I mean,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
my roommate saw it, but it doesn't matter because I was everything up to it.
I wanted to believe that.
Yeah,
I really did.
I mean, I did. That was that was the one part. Like,
You
I
know,
like-
Stand By Me when
yeah,
the whole twist was to go see the dead body.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
You guys want to see a dead
dead
body?
body.
Trust me, you don't, bro.
Boys in
But
the
it's the
hood.
stuff leading up to it.
Boys in the
Stuff
Hood. Yeah,
like- yeah.
Boys in
The
the
dead
Hood.
body wouldn't even scare me. You know what I mean? Like at least that's like something that's tangible.
That's real. That's
Yeah, it's the unseen forces that
Well, that
I'm
was
dealing with.
that was like the Sixth Sense. I see.
Yeah, they're way more
You were
scary to
seeing the
me.
dead people. I see.
No, I was feeling
You were feeling them.
the
and you were seeing
convergence
them.
energy, and these things are known to mess with electricity, bro. They're messing with my TV is moving back, so they're picking whatever video they want, and the video they pick is a warning, a communication.
That's
to
a good
be
spot.
prepared.
That was
What
real
brand
good,
of-
man.
what-
These cameras are really good here.
Yeah, they are.
See my shoe.
That's 4K right there.
We just got these. Thank you for our sponsors. Shout out to the sponsors. We got new cameras,
Yeah.
new microphones and cameras. All right.
All right,
Thank you for story time, Travis.
I
We're
feel like
getting
I've
ready.
done all I can do.
You've done all you can do.
Tune in. Hey, look, tune in tomorrow because the Women Wednesday will be on here. Honesty will probably be on there, and there'll be a special announcement. Announcement's been made already, but she probably will talk about it. So tune into that. Tune in Thursday or Friday when we do our next one, and maybe we'll talk about seeing some more dead people.
That would be exciting. I think.
All right.